All right, general math, we are on 2.2 today, so we are still using PEMDAS. Order of operations, we do inside the parentheses, and then we do any exponents we have. Multiplication and division, it doesn't matter what order. Same with addition and subtraction, you just move left to right on both of those. So if we are distributing, that's when we have a parentheses in our expression, and there is no operator or no sign between the number and the parentheses. So like right here, we have no sign right here, and that's because it's always going to be an imaginary multiplication sign. So when we have parentheses, we need to distribute into the parentheses so that we can get rid of them. So 4 times 2s would be 4 times 2 is 8, and then we just tack on the s at the end because there's only one s.
Reminder to students that today is a B day with even class periods.
And then a positive times a negative is a negative, and 4 times 7 is 28. So we've simplified our expression, 8s minus 28. Now combining like terms, there's a couple rules here, and if you refer back to this list, hopefully it'll help you no matter what problem you are on. So like terms are terms that have the same variable or same letter at the end, and the same exponent if there is any of them. So we can combine these by adding and subtracting or multiplying them together to simplify our expression. So here we have a plus a, which is actually 1a plus 1a. There's an imaginary 1 in front of any variable. And 1a plus 1a, that equals 2a's, because we're just adding 1 apple plus 1 apple. We have 2 apples. Now when we multiply x times x, whenever you multiply something by itself, we just write an exponent. So x times x, there's 2 x's, so this is actually x squared. 3x minus 2x, 3 minus 2 is 1. And the x's just stay the same for addition and subtraction. So we have 1x, but we don't write that 1 in front, just like we saw up here and up here. So our answer is just x. Now with division, we have 6x over 2. We can just divide the whole number. So 6 divided by 2 is 3, and we just tack on that x to the end. 4x divided by x, these x's are going to cancel because if something is on the top and the bottom of a fraction, they just cross out. So 4 is left over. Here with multiplication, we have 4x cubed times 2x. 4 times 2 is 8, and there is x cubed times x, which up here we saw that we just we count how many x's there are, how many variables, and that's our exponent. Well, here we have 3 x's and 1 x, so all in all we have 4 x's, or x to the 4th. Multiplying 5x times 3y, 5 times 3 is 15. X and y can't combine, so you just write them out, x times y, x times y. There's imaginary multiplication signs in here. And then lastly, we have 7x minus 3z. We're just going to leave it as 7x minus 3z because the variables aren't the same, so you cannot combine them on addition and subtraction. Last example, or 2 or 3. Simplifying, so we're going to distribute right here. So we have 4y times 5 is 20y, and then 4y, holy cow, 4y times 5 plus 3y minus 6. So yeah, we're going to distribute in 4y times 5 is 20y, 4y times 3y, 4 times 3 is 12, y times y is y squared, and then we just have this minus 6 at the end. And then let's write it with the highest power to the lowest power. So this would be the standard form. 12y squared, because it has the highest exponent, plus 20y minus 6. And we can't combine anything else because this is just a number. This has y, and this has y squared. In our second example, we have negative 2x minus 4 plus 9y plus x. Well, we have x's right here, a whole number, and a y. So let's combine our x's. We have negative 2x plus 1x. Negative 2 plus 1 is negative x. And we're just going to write out plus 9y minus 4. And lastly, we're going to multiply all of these together. So let's take negative 2 times 7 times 1 is negative 14. A times a cubed is a to the 4th. And then we just tack on the b to the end. If this doesn't make sense to you, please reach out via email, and we can set up a Zoom time.